Hello and welcome back to New Year Gold. Today we're going to try a little experiment. We're going to take a couple of these guppies. We're going to put them in a tank all by themselves. And these haven't been fed all day, so they should be fairly empty. And what we're going to do is in the morning, we're going to feed them what's left of the brine shrimp eggs. The eggs that haven't hatched, some shells, some brine shrimp, whatever. And then by the end of the day, if we can collect some poop from these guys, then we could look at it under the microscope and see if these guys are digesting the eggs or the shells. I'm thinking maybe an adult fish might be able to digest the eggs because they've been sitting in salty brine for almost 2 days. They might soften up and be able to be digested, but I don't know. I don't know. Only one way to find out is to should I do males or females? I don't want to do a mix because I don't want them chasing each other. So I don't know. We'll find out in a second. My decision. Okay, so I picked 4 females. They're bigger than the males, and I think they eat better. I think because they're carrying, they want that extra food. So, and then I figured because they're a little bigger, maybe their poop's going to be a little bigger. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe just a dumb theory, but hey, look, we'll see if it works. And there they are. All right. This is the very bottom of the feeding. I fed this thing out 3 times already. There's still a little left, but usually like in the cap and stuff, that's where you get a lot of, there's shrimp, there's shells, there's uneaten eggs, there's all that stuff in there. So let's feed that out. All right, see how more brown it is than orange? That's uncooked eggs, there's shells, and there's shrimp in there. Can you see? That brings us to our guppies. Good news, bad news. Over the night, we lost one. That was the bad news. The good news is, I'm pretty sure I saw her inside with the goodieads in there. So I gotta fish her out and throw her back with the rest of them. But so these guys are gonna get a bunch. I cleaned this tank out even this morning, any little bit of debris and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a lot. But there's gonna be eggs, there's gonna be shrimp, there's gonna be shells, there's gonna be everything. So when I get home from work, hopefully they eat most of that up, and then we'll sift through and see if they finished it. But in the meantime, I'll feed this out to a bunch of other fish. This is where a lot of this stuff goes. I don't give it to the babies, I give it to the adults, and they chow down on it. Even the big fat Goldie likes it. I don't always have this much at the end, but I was kind of trying to save some just in case. There's a lot. Let me give some to the giant Danios. I always end up slamming that lid on them. See if they eat it. Nice cloud of food. And this is the tank I hate to feed because of the glare, but... Oh, is that hard? Yeah. See if you can see the female guppy in there. I saw her this morning when I first came down. Maybe we can bait her out with a little food. Okay, I think they're eating, but this time I'm gonna... I don't think I need that. I'm gonna put that on top. Keep them from jumping out. And that's it. We'll check back later. All right. All three of our guppies are still alive. And that one's just had a nice big poop. So still a lot of brine shrimp still alive. That was 5 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 2 in the afternoon. They're still not super lively, but they're still swimming. So we're going to collect some poop and look. Oh, look at that beautiful poop. So this is me catching some poops. Put it in here. Right there. So I got a bunch so far. I can't really see. See. And then we'll take a look under the microscope. See how it looks. All right, we got our microscope set up over there. And we got our poop. So we'll take a nice... And we'll go take a look. You can clearly see that the eggs did not get digested. They went, this is not easy. But the fish didn't die. So, are they getting some nutrients from it? I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just passing right through. You can clearly see, though, they are eating the eggs. It's just that they're just taking a trip through the track. Wow. This is 4 times magnification. We're not in that close. Close enough, though. Yeah. Female guppies go back. So, in conclusion, it looks like it's pretty safe to feed these things to adult fish anyway. Even small fish, I don't think they could eat it anyway. And if they could, I don't think it would be an issue. But I don't think your fish dying is a risk from eating any of the unhatched eggs. But you can tell there's, they eat them. So that's that.